Ever wondered about the precise structure of the cornea, the clear front surface of the eye? Well, you're in the right place. This is where we embark on a fascinating journey into the intricate architecture of the cornea. As the outermost layer of the eye, the cornea plays a vital role in focusing vision and maintaining eye health. It's like the window to the soul, if you will. A slight change in its curvature or clarity can greatly affect the way we perceive the world around us. In the forthcoming segments, we'll be exploring the cornea's anatomy in detail through a series of multiple-choice questions. This will not only test your existing knowledge, but also enhance your understanding about this crucial component of the eye. So, are you ready to dive into the fascinating world of corneal anatomy? Here comes the first question. Scene script. Question 1. The cornea is primarily composed of how many layers? Take a moment to consider. Is it 2, 3, 5, or 6? All right, time's up. The correct answer is 5. The cornea is primarily composed of 5 layers. From the outermost to the innermost, these are the epithelium, Bowman's layer, the stroma, Descemet's membrane, and the endothelium. Let's dive right into question 2. Which layer of the cornea is the thickest? Does the epithelium, Bowman's layer, the stroma, or Descemet's membrane ring a bell? And there goes our timer. If you chose the stroma, you're spot on. The stroma accounts for about 90% of the cornea's thickness, making it the thickest layer. Well done. Now let's move on to the next pair of questions. Question 3. Which layer of the cornea is responsible for its transparency? Is it A, the epithelium, B, the stroma, C, Descemet's membrane, or D, the endothelium? Let's give that 5 seconds of thought. Pause for 5 seconds. The correct answer is B, the stroma. Comprising about 90% of the cornea's thickness, the stroma is primarily responsible for the cornea's transparency. Now, on to question 4. Which cells are responsible for the regeneration of the corneal epithelium? Is it A, keratinocytes, B, melanocytes, C, limbal stem cells, or D, fibroblasts? Let's take 5 seconds to ponder that. Pause for 5 seconds. And the answer is C, limbal stem cells. These cells are found at the limbus, the boundary between the cornea and the sclera, and they play a crucial role in maintaining the health and clarity of the corneal epithelium. Great job! We're moving on to the next couple of questions. Question 5. Which part of the cornea has the highest density of sensory nerves? Your options are A, epithelium, B, stroma, C, endothelium, or D, Bowman's layer. Give it a thought. Pause for 5 seconds. The correct answer is A, epithelium. It's interesting because the corneal epithelium is the most densely innervated tissue in the body, receiving its sensory innervation from the ophthalmic division of the trigeminal nerve. Moving on to question 6. What is the primary function of the corneal endothelium? Is it A, to provide nutrition to the cornea, B, to maintain corneal transparency, C, to protect the cornea from UV light, or D, to give the cornea its shape? Mull it over. Pause for 5 seconds. The correct answer is B, to maintain corneal transparency. This is because the endothelium pumps water out of the stroma, which helps to keep the cornea clear. Keep up the good work. Here are the next 2 questions. Scene script. Question 7. What is the primary function of the corneal endothelium? Is it A, to provide structural support, B, to maintain corneal hydration, C, to regulate light entry, or D, to protect against foreign bodies? Let's pause for 5 seconds to think about it. If you chose B, to maintain corneal hydration, you're correct. The corneal endothelium primarily acts as a barrier and pump, maintaining a careful balance of fluid and nutrients in the cornea. Moving on to question 8. Which layer of the cornea is avascular? Is it A, the epithelium, B, the stroma, C, the endothelium, or D, all of the above? Take 5 seconds to ponder. If you selected D, all of the above, great job. Indeed, all layers of the cornea are avascular, meaning they do not contain blood vessels. This is essential for the cornea's transparency and its role in refracting light onto the retina. Excellent! Ready for the next set of questions? Question 9. Which layer of the cornea is the thickest? We have 4 options here. First, the epithelium. Second, Bowman's layer. Third, the stroma. Or fourth, Descemet's membrane. Give it a few seconds to think. And the answer is the stroma. This is due to its composition of densely packed collagen fibers, making it the thickest layer and providing the cornea with strength and elasticity. Moving on to question 10. What type of cells make up the corneal epithelium? Your options are 1. Squamous cells, 2. Columnar cells, 3. Fibroblast cells, or 4. All of the above? Take a moment. The correct response is all of the above. The corneal epithelium is a multi-layered structure composed of squamous cells on the surface, wing cells in the middle, and columnar basal cells at the bottom. Fantastic! Let's move on to the final set of questions. Question 11. What is the refractive index of the cornea? Is it A, 1.37, B, 1.22, C, 1.33, or D, 1.38? Take a moment to think about it. The answer is A, 1.37. The refractive index of the cornea is crucial for focusing light into the eye, and its value is indeed 1.37. Now let's move on to question 12. Which layer of the cornea contains keratocytes? Is it A, epithelium, B, Bowman's layer, C, stroma, or D, Descemet's membrane? Mull it over. The correct answer is C, stroma. Keratocytes, which are crucial for maintaining the cornea's structure and transparency, are primarily found in the stromal layer. Well done on making it this far. Let's wrap up with a summary of what we've learned. We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned about the intricate and fascinating anatomy of the cornea. We started with an understanding of the cornea as a clear, dome-shaped surface that covers the front of the eye. It's the eye's outermost layer and serves as a powerful refracting surface, bending light as it enters the eye. From our multiple-choice questions, we've delved into the 5 distinct layers of the cornea: the epithelium, Bowman's layer, the stroma, Descemet's membrane, and the endothelium. Each of these layers plays a crucial role in maintaining the cornea's transparency and refractive qualities. We've also learned about the cornea's unique ability to heal itself after most injuries or surgical procedures, and its lack of blood vessels to ensure it remains clear. Through the questions, we've explored the cornea's role in vision, its sensitivity to touch, being one of the most sensitive tissues in the human body, and its susceptibility to diseases and conditions like keratitis, corneal dystrophy, and dry eye. We've understood the importance of corneal health in maintaining clear vision and the potential impact of corneal disorders, which can lead to distorted vision or even loss of vision. In addition, we've seen how the knowledge of corneal anatomy is fundamental to various eye care procedures, such as refractive surgery, corneal transplantation, and the fitting of contact lenses. In wrapping up, we see that the cornea is far more than just a window to the eye. It's a complex, vital structure that plays an essential role in our ability to see the world around us. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of corneal anatomy. Keep studying, keep asking questions, and keep expanding your knowledge. That's the path to becoming a great medical professional.